Today in our old stamps, we're going to visit Germany. All right. Now the first one is a 4 in blue. Now these ones are from 1934 to 42. So you have your 4 in blue. Then after that you have your 8. He's quite a character. Now he can bring some value. I don't know if it's so much the stamp or the overprint, but a lot of the overprints really are what makes the stamp valuable. And then we have a red 12. Then we go down to the second row, and those are from 1920 to 1923. You have your 10M, your 20M, and a 50 that turns 75. So the value change. And of course you can see the eagle in the background of all of those, which is kind of cool too. A lot of history there. A lot of history. All right, let's take you to our second group. Here we go. Now the first one here, the 12, that's in the 1930s. You have two 12s, a big one and a little one. That first one, I believe, is a 35, a 1935. So almost 100 years old here. 98. Okay, then when you get down to the second row, that's from 1920 to 23. You have your 25M, and it kind of has like a yellowish kind of look to it, along with the brown. Then you have a 25M, which is just strictly brown and white. See the difference? It's kind of cool to have both of them and to be able to see the difference side by side like that. So that is special. Okay, and then we have 100M in green. But in this one here, I think your two browns will probably be the most important one in this group. Now, let's go ahead and take you back to 1852 to the 1900. Right here. These are some really super old ones. 1852 to 1900. First you have your one green and your one red and white. Then in the second row you have a 2 in the blue and white and a 3 in the red and white. Now these are really old, so you know, you're talking about 150 years old. So they're not in the best of shape, but for their age, they're really good. Kind of cool, huh? It's nice to go back in the history of some of these stamps and see what year, you know, how everybody done their stamps so differently. Really nice. Okay, and then our last group we have. Let's see if we can get them all in here. There we go. We have our 1 in red. Now this will take you to 1920 to 1923. We have our 1 in red, our 5, which came from a different group. Then we have our 10 that was turned into a 2, the red and white, and another red and white 10 that was turned into 250. Then you get down to the second row and you get just a simple red, red and white 10. And then you have an orange and white 10. Then you get back to where they changed it a lot. So you have a 15 that was turned into 400. And another 15 that's brown and white, they're both brown and white, turn into 100. And then you have just a simple brown and white. So that's kind of cool to have all three like that, just like we did with the red and white number 10. You had all three, those that were changed, the different amounts, and then the simple one. Alright, hope you've enjoyed my bringing these to you. Be sure to sub me, join me as a friend, and by all means, share the video. Bye-bye now.